Hey everyone, thank you guys for coming. Hey D-Cop, hey Sour Patch Kid, hey Miss A. I just wanted to say that I appreciate you all, your support. I appreciate you, those who said for me to go on my own platform and, to maybe do a live to interact with those who, you know, like who I am as a person. Hey Reed, hey Robbie, hey Blue Pill, hey Speed Bump. So if you have any questions, feel free to ask me. Excuse me. So, like, once again, I thank you all for making the suggestion that, I should start utilizing my platform instead of being attacked on other people's platform. Hi, Lions 155, 155. Hi, Kimberly Black. So, I guess I'm just going to start by saying this. This is not me being, I guess, what I'm going to say. I'm not being a victim. I'm going to say this, but I don't understand why people want to come at me so hard. I feel I'm very respectful to the people. I do have opinion, but at the same time, I can't be a bore. So I have to be shady sometimes. It's part of entertainment. Hello, the wise one. So, one thing I want to talk about is about Rico. I saw that video. Well, I saw the replay. I think that is very sad what he did. He showed himself engaging in sexual acts. I think that was very, very it was sad to see that, someone put that out there for everyone to see, just to show that he's bisexual. That was kind of sad. Hi, Blockspot. I appreciate your support. Bernard's Beauty, thank you for stopping by. Thank you, Reed, for your support as well. So yeah, about Rico, I think that was just very sad. And his justification for doing that was sad. He just wanted to prove he was bisexual, and he was engaging in sexual acts with another woman and another man. Like, I never thought I would see another content creator incriminate themselves in that way. I thought it would be like, I could understand that Blazing did it, but to see another content creator actually put that out for mass consumption it was just kind of sad. Hi, unbiasedly speaking. Yeah, Reed, Rico is hurting, but by him doing that, he's going to hurt even more because now he's going to be or suffer the brunt of ridicule. Excuse me. Bernard's Beauty, I think, is on the Rico's report page. And it's sad because that page is going to get taken if he doesn't delete that video. I agree, Lions 155. I agree. He's trying to cope. So, if you guys have any topics you want me to talk about, please put them in the chat and I will address them to the best of my ability. But the sad thing about that video also was that he was showing a picture of his grandmother. So I'm like, oh my God, it's just like, why would you have a picture of your grandmother in the same video of you engaging in sexual acts? I don't know who Rico would listen to. I really don't know. And just to see that was just, like I said, so sad. So, well, Bernard's Beauty, I hope he deleted it and not just put it on private. I also want to talk about Jason a little bit. I know people say black him out. Um, I don't know if you saw DKL's live, but Timothy Blaine came over and he had an issue with me going on Jason's platform. And I was like, I'm not a person that'll just sit back and complain about something. I will go and confront the problem. So I went over there to confront the problem. And I'm surprised at the backlash that I'm getting about that. Yeah, Blogspot, his sister passed away. That's true. Yeah, Heavy Bear, I go where I want to go, but people don't understand. Like, I go on a platform with a content creator that I'm welcomed, and then it's the people who jump on the live stream that begin to deviate from what I was talking about with the content creator and begin to question me. So I know DKL said that he was blacking me out, but I kind of felt like, yo, that's not kind of right. That's not fair. You can do what you want to do, but you're listening to people, mostly the critics, and I haven't done nothing. Like, but it is what it is. Thank you, OMG, really. I appreciate that. But Heavy Bear, no, he doesn't. Like, Treecey did like the smartest thing. She took a poll in her chat, and the majority of the chat was split. So he's just listening to people who have like a direct line to what he's like to him. You know what I mean? So, yeah, Heavy Bear, it's his decision. But I think what I'm trying to say is the rationale of the decision was that he's not getting anywhere or that nothing's changing. But I'm just like, when I hopped on his live, he was asking people to hop on the stream. So, right, Bernard's Beauty, that's a great point. Someone did pay money for me to be unblocked. So obviously you have an audience that is willing to spend resources on someone now that you're trying to black out, you know? Um, I will also encourage you all to purchase the Read the Heart of Philadelphia's book regarding the sector. Um, if you don't know about it, feel free to check it out. Go to her page and she'll give you the history of this sector and so forth. If you're looking for some entertainment. Hey Gigi, I hope you're doing well. And I hope you're recovering well with your surgery. Hey Treecey, how you doing? Thank you, Treecey, for being open-minded. I know a lot of people don't like you, you know, for various reasons, but I appreciate you not shutting me down. You know, that goes a long way. Gigi, I would encourage you to do a video. Well, I know you can't really do a video on COVID without YouTube shutting down, but I would encourage you to do a video, maybe in some way listing the symptoms or certain things regarding maybe the African American community from your daughter's perspective, You maybe could do it from a commentary standpoint. That'll be beneficial. No, Reed, that's no problem. Like, you've always been fair. You haven't been, like, overly supportive or overly negative. You've always been actual and factual. So the least I can do is endorse your works. Hey, One Proud Glamour. Hey, Eric Jones. So I don't know if anyone has any questions. I don't want to keep you guys long. So, but I just wanted to say I wanted to do this live to just, thank you for those who suggested that I do it. And I just want to thank my supporters for their support. Oh, well, yeah, while I'm here, let me discuss my situation or the situation with Jason. Like I say, I'm not supporting him, but I think since you guys are here, I should discuss that. I don't know him, never worked with him at all. I think what he's doing is, wrong because he's reaching into people's lives and trying to affect them. Um, I agree with Timothy Blaine. He is aware of what he's doing. And I think it's just he wants to be accepted by this community of YouTube, but he doesn't know how to do it. And even if he changed his ways, he is somewhat tainted by what he has said. So, good night, Heavy Bear. Rita Girl, yes, this is my first live. The Lions 155, I don't know about that. Thank you, Reed. Blogspot, I don't know. I don't think so. Yeah, so that whole situation with me going over there was to address him, let him know. I think a lot of us were complaining about the situation, but we're so scared of being admonished, of going over there and telling him how we felt. Some of us would do it in chats, but no one would jump on the live. And I felt Wolverine never condemned what he was doing or what he was saying. And Wolverine will always say, well, fix our community first. And I felt that complacency maybe gave Jason encouragement. So I took myself over there and let him know. So for Timothy Blaine and other people to tell me that I can't go over there when I was defending everyone, to me is just somewhat, I don't know, weird. I'm not calling out Tim Blaine, but I'm like, yo, you should have been the first one on his stream if you had an issue with him. And curse him out. But it is what it is. Thank you, One Proud Glamour. No, if someone wanted to do a social experiment, I think this would be the best social experiment, just to see how people are treated for what. I mean, I would admit, I came in the game a little bit shady in terms of throwing shade and stuff like that, but there has to be an entertainment element to someone's persona if you're going to keep people engaged. But I was never malicious, you know? Well, thank you, wise one. I appreciate that. Well, Bernard's Beauty, I think my experience so far has been, it's not what I expected. You know, it's different when people are coming at you and attacking you and calling you all kinds of names, and you don't ever want to stoop to their level, but it's like, when is enough is enough. So it's been okay. It's been okay. I wouldn't, I don't know. I wouldn't recommend everyone do this because you have to take a lot. I don't know. You just have to take a lot not to personal. I don't take it personal, but to me, it's been eye opening regarding the things people can say in chats and come at you. But when you say something to them, they get in their feelings and want to complain. So, yeah, Gigi, I totally agree. I totally agree. I think you should do that. I totally agree with you. You should definitely do that. Um, you should always put disclaimers in saying like, "Hey, this is not professional medical advice. This is what I observe from someone who's doing like the front lines regarding the pandemic or something like that." But that would be beneficial. That would be great commentary that we can use in our everyday life. So I definitely encourage you, Gigi, to do that on your platform. And definitely let Treecey know so that she can share it with everyone. Well, homeless advocate, I agree it's not worth the abuse, but I wanted to bring a different perspective. I think somewhat me being on, how can I say this without being pompous? I think my presence has set the way for other people to feel comfortable jumping on StreamYards. But a lot of people are not comfortable with being attacked in the manner that I'm attacked. So, if people want to get their life frustration out on me for 30 seconds, then that's okay. Because obviously you've got something going on in your life if you're going to call me all those names when I haven't done anything to you, nor said anything about you. So, Bernard's Beauty, I don't think I'll be around too long. I hate to say that, but I don't. Like, I only just sent it down because of the pandemic, and I don't know. Yeah, I think, I blame myself to some extent, but at the end of the day, people don't realize, like, once you put out there, it's going to be around for ages and eons. So I don't ever want those words to come back and follow me. I'm slow to anger. So for you to keep doing that to me over and over again, you see me as a easy punching bag. So I'm not crying, but it is what it is, you know? Because if I give you respect, in this society, a lot of people don't respect each other. So if I give you respect then I think that should be somewhat reciprocated to some degree until, I breach that. But when you come at me automatically, then we've already you've already set things off in motion on a bad footing. So, and that's what I tell people when I went on Jason's platform, you can't go in somebody's house cursing them out. You have to say, hey, what's up? How you doing? And then get to the matter at hand. And I think a lot of people don't understand that. We don't know how to talk to each other, and we don't know how to talk to other people. And that's why we're slow. That's why much progress isn't made. No, Decop, I thank you for your support. I read every comment, and I've only deleted 2 comments so far out of all my videos. So Decop, I do read your comments, and I appreciate your support. And I took a lot of what you said and other people said to light. So, or not to light, but to heart. Hey, Tink Tink. Yeah, no, Reed, I can definitely handle it. But I don't know, it's just weird. It's like a weird experience. It's like I haven't done anything to you, so why the hate? Just because I know some key pivotal moments in the B sector, you now want to think I'm a Fed or a op or something like that. The worst thing is someone commenting on something they have nothing or know nothing about. So now that I've proven to be knowledgeable of that, I get heat. That's crazy. Yeah, but Jade, the neutral supporter, some of the fakest people are the ones you can see, and they show you that day in and day out. So I think I'm giving you an advantage by being an avatar, because just because you see my face, don't mean that now, you should put your guard down. I think we've seen that over and over again, right? But a homeless advocate, you gotta understand. No, it's not normal, but it don't really bother me. But when let me just say this, I know a lot of people are women, but when you start attacking the man's manhood and calling him the P word and calling him a B word, a man is you're going to provoke him. And those words dig at the core of a man. So when you keep saying that, you know that person's going to lash out eventually. So, okay, homeless advocate, I understand that. But you got to understand, like I said, I'm slow to anger. I have a point of wanting to be up there too. People don't understand. I'm very strategic. So while you cursing me out, I've just shown your character. I just showed who you can potentially be as a person. And that will be on somebody's live for however long they decide to keep that video up. So you calling me all that, and actually you just showed yourself to be who you are. And I'm just sitting back there letting you show yourself. So, well, thank you, Jade. I appreciate that comment. No, but this is the thing. Everybody wants a villain, right? Everybody wants someone that they know they can beat up, but know that they won't get hit back. And I'm not that guy right now. So it is what it is. Homeless advocate, I understand this is the beef sector, but what's the point of bringing some level of higher thinking to the beef sector? Just because it's the beef sector doesn't mean our mindset and our vibrations have to be low. Like, that's kind of concerning if you set your expectations like that. Thank you, Lexi. Is there anything you guys want me to talk about? Because I don't want this to be a one-sided affair. I know some of you want me to ask about my thoughts on Jay Wilson. You know, I don't know. Jay Wilson is an interesting person. I think he always wants to be the smartest man in the room. And when he feels someone's the competition, he does some things to avoid getting not exposed, but maybe shown up, or just maybe that person being able to show their talent, and a talent maybe he doesn't have. Yeah, but homeless advocate, that's where you and I differ. I can't relegate myself to that kind of thinking. Well, Jay, this is the thing. I mean, this whole there's a lot of followers, and when you speak your own mind, you'll soon be ostracized, right? You'll be ostracized if you stand alone from the crowd, and everybody wants to be accepted. Oh yeah, there's one other thing I really want to talk about. So, and this is why I'm glad I have my, thank you again once to everyone who's a supporter and who encouraged me to get my own platform. I really want to talk about this whole Bree situation and her calling me to help and her disassociating herself from me. I felt that was really unfortunate because a lot of people saw that, we had good chemistry and we had somewhat banter back and forth that was somewhat entertaining. Now I say this not to take over, like I'm not part of her platform of anything, but it was just disheartening that she listened to people to just cause. I think those people were just causing strife. And to me, when you call someone to help, that's some slave type stuff. You know what I mean? That's how I feel. Like, you calling me to help and I'm beneath you. I rather, in all honesty, I'd rather you call me a mole or a spy, because that is you're dictating my self worth when you call someone to help. So, and she's smart enough, you can't chalk that up to, intellectual, lack of being smart or anything like that. She knew what she was doing, and I felt that was wrong because I never did anything to her for that to occur in the way it did. Yeah, Bernard's Beauty, I agree. Like, how you don't know the historical context of the word help. There's a whole damn movie out called The Help, and you think it's okay to call someone that? And I had to go back and listen to a video as to why she referred to me as that. And it was due to Shawn Bradley. Like, I know it's entertainment, but people got to think about how would they feel if somebody said that stuff about them. So, I think it's kind of foul, you know. Because I mean, she gets called a lot of stuff that's not right. So to call someone to help when they didn't do anything, and everything you're doing is based off of speculation and not truth, was wrong. I can go on anybody's platform that I want to, as long as I'm not speaking about you. That should be the main concern. Hey Lily, I was able to view that live a little bit that you did yesterday. My one point of suggestion is that would be an awesome thing that you were doing, but you just gotta put it a little bit later in the day and hook up with Reed or somebody for it to get greater exposure. But no, that was a great topic you were talking about, and especially to have it from a male perspective, whoever that was in the background, that was pretty cool. Jade, I do too. I do too, but people think me being reserved and slow to anger that I'm, a punk and that I'm weak, you know? Because Bree can never say one thing I did to her. She just said that, oh, you moving funny. You moving funny. And she fell into the trap of Jay Wilson roasting her for us just pretending to have some kind of online courtship. I mean, come on, Bree. You know, it's crazy. Oh my God, really? That is a very good question. You know, if the show never happened and what was the other thing you said? VS didn't go to jail, then I probably would have been still perceived to be Zills, Alexander Rogers, who's the other person? Outspoken one or Benji Essence. So but I didn't like what Sean Bradley did. I think that was very wrong. There was no experiment. I think he and the people involved in that show were trying to shut me down for some reason because I came in asking questions and they didn't like that. And he knew he couldn't control Breeze and Treecey's platform at that time. So he thought by saying that he was me, that he can cause them to distance themselves from allowing me on their platform. Rico, you know I like you. Rico the brat, you know I like you, but don't drag her, please. Bernard's beauty, probably not. Probably not. I will not be in lives and things like that. You know, I'm trying to limit my exposure to this thing as well. You know, because you don't know who has it, you don't know what surface it's on, so I'm just doing my due diligence. So So Mika Baby's Green, I saw your comment, and my answer to that comment is that if I'm a deviation from the normal, stuff of dragging each other's kids, talking about dead people, posting dead pictures, then I will sacrifice, you know, what I'm going through right now for that. Because I think that's some spiritual warfare stuff when that kind of stuff occurs. No, Jade, I agree. I'm not tooting my own horn, but I think differently than what other people think, and I'm not afraid to ask questions. And to some extent, that can be that. I think that gets a lot of people engaged because then they can come in and join the discussion. So, that's why I respect Triple Red. He reports on the mess, but he doesn't mind adding conspiracy theories to it and things like that. Just because we're in the beef sector does not mean that we cannot operate in a higher light. And I'm not trying to heal the world and make the world a better place, but it's spiritually draining to hear people curse each other out and to drag kids and to bring up dead bodies and things like that. That goes beyond, it's just demonic or something. So yeah, so if anybody has any other questions, let me know. Oh, and then I don't know if you guys want me to talk about the whole Kiki situation. Yeah, but the summer baby, you don't understand. I clicked, excuse me, I'm about to curse. I clicked that shit off. When they start cursing over and over again and start talking about people's mamas and kids, and I clicked that off. I clicked that off because it starts to mess with me as a person. Like that stuff starts to seep into me after I hit that red X. So if people want to speculate on who a person is or why I went to confront somebody who's disrespecting their community and it gets the conversation started, I'm all for it. Or if Gigi wants to share information about the COVID, I'm sure I shouldn't say that, but the pandemic disease affecting the black community and how the symptoms are different, I'm all for it. No, I just want the thing with Kiki is that it was just that was my first time ever seeing something transpire like that in real life. You normally see that stuff in movies. I'm not going to get into that because I want to leave Kiki alone. But it was just mind blowing to see that, and I don't think Shireen was part of that. She wasn't the original person. She wasn't even supposed to be there. I think somebody was gassing her up in the background, whether it be Wiley or whoever, but she wasn't supposed to be there. Yeah, Rico, baby, you're right. To those who asked how much I was drained, I wasn't really that drained. The thing is with people, what drains me the most is the people who will come on platform after platform and come at me. They don't deal with anything regarding the matter at hand. They'll bring up something that I said in another live and try to come specifically at me. You know, that's the draining part about it because now you're doing something I feel is somewhat malicious and you're targeting me for some reason. Yeah, Robbie, I did see that, but I didn't really want to watch it because seeing VS there, I just didn't like that, man. I didn't like seeing that. Like you know how you see someone and then you see what happened to him. I didn't want to see that. Yeah, but Jade, you gotta understand. I think YouTube is a microcosm of real life. To be honest with you, and some people may be like, "Oh, this ain't real life," but I think a lot of people's pain and frustrations come through on this app that they normally can't show or express in their real life. So, um, Reed, I'm glad that Triple Red X did what he was, what he said to Chopper. I think it's unfortunate Chopper gets joy out of doing what he's doing, and Chopper saw Triple Red X as competition or someone coming on the scene and maybe stealing his shine or whatever. I don't know. But Triple Red showed that he has another side to him. But I just wish Chopper would stop doing what he's doing. You know? Bernard Beauty, I am a straight man who is not, how can I say, is not, who's not like, I wouldn't say perverted, but some men have an insatiable appetite for sex and being flirtatious. I'm more disciplined in that regard. No, Lily, I totally understand. See that? See, let me just the thing of Kwani real quick. She screams this is entertainment, but yet her real life is being touched. So I'm totally baffled and confused as why she continues to. I don't know. I'm not gonna get myself into trouble with that conversation, but it's just weird to me. That whole thing with Kwani is just weird to me. And what I did not like is that I was taking up for her, and the first time that she's able to speak to the man who touched her in her real life, she don't want nothing to say to him. But when I take my ass over there on his platform to check him basically for what he's saying to our community, um, she wants to yell at me. It says why I'm taking myself over there, but she had nothing to say to him when they were on a neutral platform. So that's weird to me. But Robbie, like, you know, that's the thing. It's just like, why would I be concerned with someone who has a sexual preference that's different than mine? In in a straight man's eyes, they should be grateful because you're not competition, right? I never get that. That's why I think like the whole Larry Nelson thing is a bunch of baloney. Because I'm like, you too caught up in someone's sexual ways to be not that way. But homeless advocate, yeah, I'm going to see. That's the thing. They ask me, oh, you must like abuse. I don't like abuse. But every time people get in the heated argument, what happens? That person runs off. So I stand there and remain resilient. I still get my point across. And to be honest, regarding the Sean Bradley thing, I think they were using my persona as a way to give Daughter here a storyline. Once they were able to think about it, because Daughter here really doesn't have a storyline, right? Now all of a sudden they're going to link up her mystery man and say it was me that was flirting with 5A in Atlanta. That's kind of odd. While you guys are here, if you feel free to put any suggestions on what other content you want to see in the future. So, yeah, Ting Ting, I totally agree with you on that. I totally agree with you on that. That's why I say everyone has to be mindful of what they do on social media. Because, people try to reach in people's lives for some reason. OMG, really? What do you mean? Who are you talking about? Let me see. I don't know if there's anything else. Um, I would just want to say, Kwani, I think she may be part of the show. I feel something's really strange going on. And she may not be, but I wouldn't be surprised if they offer her a role in it. Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay, OMG, I see what you're saying. Yeah, Tweety 79. I know she is. But see, that's the thing with Kwani. Like, she's been touched in her real life, like I said before. So it's just weird to me that she wouldn't say anything to the person that she has an issue with. So, but not Rico. I think YouTube is a coping mechanism for Kwani. And then just one more thing, like the people in the chat, I just not this chat, but in other people's chat, like if you can't handle the stuff that you dish out to people on the screen, don't be surprised when they come back at you. Like the one person, Ronnie Q, is notorious. She's notorious at coming at me for every single solitary little thing. But when that same energy is given back to her, she can't handle it. So, Bernard's beauty, that's the thing though. I don't want to be touching people like that, but they push me. Like they push me. They push me. You want to sit up there and talk about my mama, my daddy, that my mama should have swallowed, my daddy should have pulled out, and you expect me to take that? So, if I gotta say something about foster care, I think that's very light. No, Robbie, no, don't, because I haven't done anything to her. I did not do anything to that woman. You know what I mean? And she keeps coming after me left and right. For no reason. She won't address nobody else on the panel. She'll come right at me and start calling me PUSSY, all that stuff. That's unnecessary and highly disrespectful. No, Summer Baby, it doesn't work that way. I've left panels. I told content creators I will leave your panel if this engages to be disrespectful. So, and then the ones that start out polite, then they turn out to be disrespectful. So So I know it's late. I don't want to keep you guys. If you have any other questions, I'll be free to answer them. But I'm about to end this live. I appreciate you all for your support once again. Thank you for this recommendation. No, but homeless advocate, that's very dangerous though. I was livid when they started to say that and that they were going to call her probation officer. I'm like, why would you do that to that woman with no solid evidence or proof? But Lady, let's do that. I don't mind. Like, I think that's a great idea, but we have to do that in the later part of the day. But I'm definitely on board. So, Rico, like, Kwani, there's something going on, you know? Like, I don't know, something's going on. There's her marriage or something ain't right. And it's not my right to comment on that, but I don't know. Yeah, but see, Robbie, I will make you blue after this live. I think I promised you that. All right, everyone. I'm going to. Yeah, Summer Baby, they do treat me because I'm an avatar. And, you know, I'm going to end it on this note. We often disrespect those who show us respect because we see them as a pushover. But when you keep pushing somebody, what happens? It soon slap you in your head, and then you realize that you've just woken up a beast. So I try not to get to that point. So, Rico the brat, you trying to get me in trouble? Proud grandma. You know what they call me today? They call me Biggie Smalls. So, or Notorious B.I.G. So I don't think a lot of people agree with that. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for your support. I will be trying to do this more often. You know, just always remember to be the change you want to see in the world. And peace, love, and happiness. Take care now. Bye.